5 things you shouldn't do in Rocket League. Why shouldn't you do them? I really have no idea. I'm actually just making this video to get views. No, in all seriousness, guys, I'm actually making this video to give you guys 5 things you shouldn't do in Rocket League. These are actually serious tips. I'm not screwing around and lying to you guys. These are for real tips of 5 things you shouldn't do in Rocket League. I haven't done a video like this or 5 things, in a video, 5 tips or things you shouldn't do and stuff for a really long time. My last one was like way back when Fallout 4 was still big. So it's been quite a while since I've done one of these videos, so I just had to ask that you guys bear with me. I might sound retarded, but I'm going to do my best. Okay, so anyway, and I know that I haven't been on for a few weeks now, and the reason for that is because I spent like the last 2 weeks trying to come up with a bunch of video ideas, and then I spent the last week and a half working on this video alone because I had to actually get 5 things you shouldn't do in Rocket League. I had to think of them. RC just going in there flying. But anyway, no, I actually had to think of 5 things you shouldn't do in Rocket League. So that took about a week to do. But nonetheless, I want to actually get into the video and get started with it. So 5 things you shouldn't do in Rocket League. Let's do this. Okay, before we get started, I just want to let you guys know that I'm going to be doing these from worst to best, or like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 rather than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anyway, though, so getting started with it. This is an obvious one that has been in Rocket League for like since the game come out. You just don't use Merc, and I'm doing that here to dink around and to show you guys the gameplay. But it's a simple thing. You just don't use Merc. He sucks. He's ugly. It's an ugly vehicle, and it just really doesn't have any characteristics. It's just an ugly vehicle, so just don't use Merc. That's number 5. Yep, let's move on. Number 4 is don't steal your teammate's ball. If he's trying to dribble or set up a pass for you, don't follow him too close, and don't steal his pass or his ball or whatever. Like if he's trying to dribble or whatever. It's something that is actually pretty common, more or less, for like lower levels like pros and rookies and stuff. But you just don't want to steal your teammates' balls. That sounds really weird. But you just don't want to do that, okay? So make sure you watch out and let him know if you got it or something. And if he says no, I don't know. Just communication is key. Let's move on, though. Number 3 is don't go for every aerial in Rocket League. You want to make sure that if you're going to go for an aerial, you're going to want to go for them that are mainly in the middle of the map, or you having a shot to steal the ball away or something. Just obvious ones like common sense aerials. You don't want to really aerial towards the wall, or put the ball in a bad position, I guess. Like if it's close to the goal, that if it's going to hit the wall and it's going to recenter it, and your teammate is following you too close from like tip 4 or something, or from thing you shouldn't do, number 4, then you could put yourself in a bad position. Like if you're playing doubles or something, obviously you're gonna screw yourself over because you're just gonna give them a good pass, and then none of you guys will be blocking. So number 3, I'm sorry, is don't go for every aerial. All right, let's move on. Number 2 is simple. Don't perma goal. The game has been out for a year and a half or so now. Just don't sit in the goal and be a noob. The reason why I'm talking about this is because people actually still do it. In this video alone, you can actually see the guys actually perma-goaling. So I decided to perma-goal, and it costs you because you're not really helping your team out. So just don't perma-goal. That's number 2. Let's move on to number 1. Okay, so for tip number 1, this one could be a bit tricky, and I really don't know how the heck I'm going to explain it. But I asked Jordan, Artsy, as you guys may know him, what is one thing you shouldn't do in Rocket League? And what he said was, what you shouldn't do is, see, I don't even know how to explain it. You apparently jump, and if you flip and boost or something like that, you're not actually, like, I don't even know. All you know, okay, number 1, here's what you're going to do. For number 1, thing you should do is, if you have a PS4, message Jordan. I'll put his name on the screen, as you guys can see right here. ARTZYI. Message him on PS4 and tell him, what the frack? Yep, exactly that. I have everything on the screen that you guys need to message him. Tell him that, and he'll know exactly what it's from. That's what you guys are going to do. We're not going to... I don't even know what he was trying to, like... I don't know. I put it in here as, like, an honorable mention, and I put it as number 1. Everything else was serious. That one, if you got what I'm saying, then you actually learn something. But I don't know what he was saying, so I apologize for that, guys. But anyway, this has been 5 things you shouldn't do in Rocket League. This is a video that took quite a bit of time to, think of. Like, it took me about 2 weeks to do. Nonetheless, I'm happy to bring it to you guys, and these things were actually serious and stuff. Apart from number 1. So I hope you guys learned something from this. And if you guys like to see more Rocket League, just let me know down in the comment section below. And yeah, so my name is Goldbolt, and hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.